Hey, what's up, guys? My name is Benny. I am a creative slash photographer slash videographer slash Maruchan soup maker slash, I can keep going. But yes, welcome to the channel. Today I have a very special friend. Go ahead and introduce yourself joining us today.
What's up, guys? I'm Justin. I'm a fellow photographer slash starting videographer slash creative. I'm going to go on too and watch. I do a lot of portrait photography in this field. I also specialize in boudoir photography. So that's kind of my niche.
Awesome. How long have you been doing this for?
Since 2018. So about almost 5 years now.
5 years? Yeah. Going on for 6. Strong.
Yeah, it's just crazy how time flies.
Dude, it does. And where are you based?
Here in Southern California. I travel out to LA a lot, but I'm mainly from the IE actually.
Nice. Represent.
Yeah.
All right, Justin. Today, brought you on because I wanted to talk about and share your wisdom and knowledge on your main top 3 tips that you can share on for up and coming photographers or seasoned vets, whatever it may be.
Yeah, it's always good to learn something, even if you know it already. So, first thing, I have notes. Don't worry.
All right,
came
perfect.
prepared.
Me too.
Yeah, I mean, just the main thing is learn the basics. You know, shutter speed, ISO, aperture.
This would be your number 1?
Yeah, it's number 1. Yeah, okay. Definitely. It's not as hard or intimidating, I should say, than some people make it out to be. You know, it's the best analogy I came up with, honestly, was like filling up a little pool with a water hose. You know, shutter speed is how long you can quickly turn it on and off the hose. Aperture is how wide the hose actually is.
Okay.
And then the ISO, that one was actually hard for me to come up with, but the best way I can describe it is, you know, just the ice you add from inside, like how cool you can make it, you know? So, but yeah, I mean, that's the first thing. Learn shutter speed, aperture, and ISO, and you'll be pretty much good to shoot anything.
Yeah, so, these are good analogies. Yeah. I would come up with the strangest analogies, and you can ask all the models that I work with, and they'll just be telling you that I speak Chinese and so on.
Speaking something other than English, obviously.
Yeah, to somebody who, as you said, somebody who's starting off, you want to keep the analogy simple.
Yeah.
And I think you did a really good job with that.
Yeah. Took a while, but yeah.
Awesome.
So number 2, I feel is maybe even a little bit more important, but you know, get a camera as soon as you can. You know, if all you have is a phone, that's understandable. There are apps, whether it be on Android or even iPhone, that will give you kind of manual control, so that way you can learn the shutter speed, aperture, ISO.
What are not to cut you off, but what are some of your favorite apps that you can?
First and foremost, if you're doing more video stuff, I recently kind of discovered Blackmagic Camera.
Okay.
They have an app that works really well. It looks like it's a whole spaceship, I'll be honest, but you know, it still has those fundamental controls that you're gonna need to know to do video stuff.
Cool.
As far as photography goes, there's a myriad of them. You can download literally any of them that say, you know, manual control, and you'll be pretty much set. I like Halide, I believe that's how you pronounce it. Moment has a great camera app. You know, they've been making lenses for the iPhone for a few years now, so I recommend them. And actually, Filmic Pro has not only a video capture app, but they have like a camera app, so to speak. You can have your manual controls and, you know, do everything through their app that, you know, the iPhone or Android doesn't necessarily have. So I think those apps are what I would start with.
Are these only solely based on one platform? Like, is it only based for iPhone?
I think Moment was working on an Android app, but I believe they're only on iPhone for right now.
Okay.
Filmic should be on both OSs. And Black Magic, I can only say for sure they're on iPhone. I don't know if they're actually on Android. If they're not, they probably will be soon.
Gotcha.
So yeah,
Those are cool. I mean, definitely check them out.
definitely.
I personally use like CapCut or for video
Yeah.
and Snapseed.
Yeah, I started with Snapseed too when I was learning my editing techniques. So
Nice.
yeah, Snapseed, and then obviously Lightroom. You know, if you want to have the standard when it comes to like editing and stuff, that's definitely the way to go.
I was gonna ask you, when you're mentioning, just start off with any camera.
Mm-hmm.
What I was thinking is, what was your favorite first camera
My first
that you started
camera,
off with?
that was actually a Canon T6.
Nice.
Yeah. So, me being me, I researched everything for like at least a week. So I landed on that camera, and then I think 2019, maybe 2020, the Canon RP came out with the R and everything like that. So I couldn't afford the R because it was like what, $1,800 at the time.
Oh yeah.
So I went with the RP, got it, took a few photos, got really used to the controls and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And that's been my camera ever since. Definitely upgrades are in the future, but honestly, you don't need the best camera. And I'm sure a lot of people will say that.
Oh yeah.
But it helps, but you don't need to upgrade to the highest camera setup.
And I think that's been the hot topic too, is because I've been watching all these YouTubers or people just saying that you don't need the latest and greatest, but you do need a camera that checks off your list of what
Yeah,
you need
exactly.
at the time.
Yeah, it has to check off everything on your list, and it also helps to know specifically what you're going to use the camera for.
Mm-hmm.
Like, sure, you can get a Canon R5 and have the highest megapixel count, but is it really going to matter if you're shooting, say, someone's portrait versus like maybe Santa Monica Beach?
Yeah.
Like yeah, it's nice to have all that, but if you know you can get away with a 20 megapixel camera like the R6 Mark II, then don't save that $2,000 and get something you'll actually like want to invest in.
Oh,
so
yeah.
that's definitely another thing.
Yeah. People have been making great stuff on like little point and shoot cameras or like camcorders back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
So why can't that be the truth for nowadays as well?
Yeah,
all it takes is great lighting,
definitely.
great composition,
Mm-hmm.
framing. I think you need to learn all those basics before you get invested into like
As-
gear syndrome.
As my first point demonstrates,
Yes.
learn shutter speed and all that. Yeah, I can talk for hours about just that alone. So, definitely.
Cool. What's your third, I believe?
Third,
Mm-hmm.
being that someone is just starting out, it helps to know what you're wanting to shoot. When I started, I knew it was going to be portraits, just because it gives you a sense of you're giving somebody the opportunity to see themselves in a different light.
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of how boudoirs really resonated with me as well, because it is a delicate type of photography.
Yeah.
Like, not just anybody can throw something on and kind of pose in how a model does. But when you factor in the posing and the camera angles and whatnot, but you also throw in the humanity of it, like, oh hey, you're taking a picture, but you're taking a picture that you've never really taken before, so it really sets a tone that you want to make sure is positive for the person. Like, yeah, you're creating great photos and whatnot, but how does the person feel after taking that photo? Like, that's my main goal, is to make sure that it's all, you know, safe space, positive energy, smiles if you can help it. And just, you know, you don't always hit it, and that's okay, but you're looking for that wow from that person, you know? So it's like, you know, you take the picture, they see it, they're like, oh wow, that's me. Like, that's what I strive to look for. Like, is that wow, that's me. Like, I can't believe that's me.
Yeah.
You know, that's what makes it all worth it.
Well, when you started off, did you have any hiccups on talking to people or?
Funny enough, I did. Like a lot of people, I started out with a phone, you know, and everything like that. So I had to adapt the apps I talked about, you know, to what I wanted to shoot and how to learn how to shoot it. Thinking back to it now, it's really funny how I reached out to people to look for photo shoots, and you know, I was kind of upfront about it. Like, hey, I'm just starting out. I'm shooting with a phone. If that, you know, like deters you, I get it. But, you know, I do have the knowledge on camera basics and, you know, all that. And yeah, I didn't get a whole lot of people to shoot with from that. But, you know, once I invested in that camera, you know, things definitely took off from there. So if you can help it, get a camera. If not, you know, just know that you're not going to get a lot of hits right off the bat. Like, oh yeah, let's shoot this. You know, oh, you have a phone, that's okay. You know, but yeah, that's pretty much that.
What about directing people in shoots? Like having the lingo to tell somebody like, hey, pose like this, pose like that.
Yeah, that's that one. I'm still actually learning myself. You know, you don't want to say the wrong thing.
Yeah.
So
you and I have both heard.
Yeah, and you don't want to assume that someone's going to be comfortable with you touching them and whatnot. You know, moving arms and flipping hair if you need to. So just establish that boundary on both ends, and you know, everything should flow smoothly. But definitely keep in mind that not everybody has the same type of personality that's, you know, open like that. So, you know, maybe use clinical terms at first, and then you know, just kind of build that relationship with whoever you're shooting with, and then maybe kind of ease up and go more casual. And it helps to learn or know what not to say and what to say, like hands down.
Wouldn't you agree that as you go on in this field, that you actually come out of your shell more than
Definitely
when you started off?
Yeah, because when I started shooting portraits even, I'm not really, I mean, I figured this out a long time ago. I'm an introverted extrovert, not the other way around. So as much as I can talk to people, I would really rather not. So so it's ironic that I get into a field where you're talking to people constantly. So what helped me there was that, you know, I just had the mindset of, hey, you're making somebody happy with pictures they're gonna, you know, hold on to for however long. So you know, the worst thing that can happen is that they say no. That's definitely something I had to keep in mind. And you know, from there, it just kind of helped me navigate through connecting with people, whether that be models or even companies looking for like photos for events or something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, luckily figuring that out early helped me see, okay, this is how I should approach this. This is how I should approach that, stuff like that. So.
Yeah, definitely. I know for me, when I started off in like directing people, it was kind of tricky because I understand the whole dilemma of not wanting to talk to people, but you have to come out of that.
Yeah.
You know, I know we just went on a recent shoot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. And as soon as we both went our separate ways, I had to, you know, recharge my batteries, as one would say. Just for the next time or whenever you go on another shoot or whatsoever. So yeah, it takes a lot for us as introverts to get our get us riled up and get ready, but we have to get that experience.
Definitely. Yeah. The more experience you have, the better off you'll be.
Yeah, and then you'll learn to actually use that in, business or wherever you go in your jobs, or get more clientele.
Definitely. Can I give a bonus tip? Kind of a big one for me, honestly.
Want to give a bonus tip?
Yeah.
All right. Let's do
So,
it.
to put it simply, especially when it comes to portraits, or more specifically to boudoir,
Mm-hmm.
if you're going to get into that field specifically, you have to do it for the right reasons.
Mm-hmm.
You're familiar with the community that we're in as far as photogs and everything.
Oh, yeah.
How there's some bad apples, to put it nicely. You have to know why you're doing this. It can't, sure, we can use it to make some extra cash. That's not uncommon. But I think the bigger reason should be, like I said before, make someone smile, make someone see themselves in a light that they haven't really seen before, and just to make them, how do I put it? Just make them feel good about themselves,
Yeah.
So, like, if you're gonna go into this in any other way, maybe rethink what you're doing. Because I've heard stories about photographers not being professional.
Yeah.
So when I hear something like that, it's like, then why are you doing it? Like, if you're not in it to make cool stuff, if you're not in it to make connections, if not friends, at least, then it's like this community probably isn't for you. Like, if you're gonna go into it, entitled, with a bit of ego, anything along that, it's not gonna work out great for you.
Yeah.
Especially when people start to pick up on it, and then say you go on a shoot that you're not 100%, like into or passionate about, the photos are gonna show too.
Yeah, you're gonna see it.
Yeah. So it's like, figure out what you want to shoot, how you want to shoot it, build those connections and friendships that that are in the same field, and then anything else, just kind of either toss to the side, just avoid it, or figure out based on that what, maybe this isn't for me right now.
Exactly.
So that's a big thing for me. Like, I'm always like, make cool stuff, do it with people who are just as passionate about it as you are, and then any kind of negativity, just cast it out.
Yeah.
That way everybody's happy, everybody gets cool stuff made, and everybody goes home happy.
Exactly.
It's like, why do this for any other reason? Like, for me, I'm doing it because I've made friends. You obviously one of my better friends. And then also too, I've had opportunities to meet people that I didn't think I would meet, and was like nervous to talk to.
Yeah.
Like, there have been a few models where I've followed them on Instagram, followed their work, and the ones I have met, like, we're good friends now. Like, it's crazy. But the ones I haven't met, I'll admit, I'm still a little afraid to talk to, because it's like
they're intimidating.
A little bit, yeah. It's like meeting a celebrity in some cases. Like, you're like starstruck, so it's like,
yeah, it's a good feeling to have.
Yeah, definitely. But
keeps you humble.
Yeah, definitely. And humility is definitely something you should keep in mind, because nobody's perfect at this, nobody's the best at this, so don't act like that. Don't act like it.
Yeah, we're not here to make corn, we're not farmers.
Yeah. Exactly. I've actually never heard that before. That's funny. That's
trademark.
Funny. Yeah, but that's my bonus tip. So
yeah,
do it for the right reason, know your why, make cool stuff.
Yeah, I would say the same thing. Be kind, because the world right now that we live in, unfortunately, some of the people take advantage of other people, and it sucks. But yes, definitely, we're here to make art. We're here to push the extents of what we can create as we generate into this new artificial world that we are coming into.
The whole metaverse thing,
Yeah, and that's cool because it derives from competition. It actually, I think it's gonna push even us as creatives even to push cool content and more of a conceptual. I'll make you think outside the box is what I'm trying to say, to keep it in simple terms.
Because I guarantee there's concepts that we haven't thought of that AI has, and
that's scary.
Yeah. There's growth in there for sure.
Yeah, definitely we'll have to talk about AI because AI is always a hot topic on another video.
Yeah, definitely.
You want to say anything else? Any other? But I think we brushed off. We don't want to overload people here. I think we, as you, actually set some pretty good tips.
Yeah.
For people who, I hope that this, and I'm pretty sure you as well, resonates, and hopefully that people will learn.
Yeah.
Some cool new tips from you.
Definitely. Okay. A bonus tip part 2. Have common sense.
Oh yeah.
Just have common sense.
Isn't that funny that we have to actually say that?
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
Yeah,
definitely. But I mean, you'd be surprised. Actually, would you be surprised? No, probably not. No. Yeah, just the fact that we have to say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. So yeah, tie that into the last or the bonus tip, and you're solid.
Perfect. All right, Justin. If with that being said, there's nothing else. Do you want to say any parting ways? Any parting words?
Not well. Yeah, just keep creating stuff. That's how the community grows. That's how the art grows. Just keep creating, really. And don't let the people who say, "Oh, digital photography isn't, great," or "You're just pushing a button." Don't let them say that.
No,
they don't know.
What a cool camera you have.
Yeah. Oh, that should be another video. Just the stuff you hear on shoots that just make you die inside.
Definitely. Hang on.
That's another video for sure.
Let me check the camera and see if it's recording because I heard the beep. Okay, cool. It's recording. All right. I'm going to segue into the ending.
Okay.
If you have nothing else to say.
No, I'm good.
Yeah. All right, guys. I want to thank you guys for joining us in this video, in this channel. And I want to also thank Justin for being here and sharing his knowledge and his wisdom.
Of course. Always fun to be here.
Perfect. Oh, yes. See? The last, always forget these. But I always say it like as a robot, autonomous robot.
Did AI get to you too?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not talking to Benny. I'm talking to his clone AI image.
Oh, yes. Don't forget to like, subscribe, punch that notification bell to keep up with the latest content that we have creating on this channel. And hopefully, Justin, you will also put this maybe on your channel as well.
Yeah. If you guys want to follow me,
yes,
mostly on Instagram. My account account is Halcyon Aesthetic. I'm sure you can put in like a spell it out. Yeah.
I even put it in the captions. Too.
Yeah. And then my boudoir focused account that I'm trying to build up more. Boudoir by Nature, all one name. You guys can follow me there too. That'd be awesome. And then that's pretty much it.
Do you have a Twitter?
Twitter I'm working on.
Okay.
I'm restructuring it.
No other social
not really.
Maybe later on.
Maybe later on, yeah.
Maybe some AI generated.
Yeah, there's definitely AI goals in 2024.
Perfect. Awesome, guys. I want to thank you guys again. Thank Justin. We hope to see you in the next one. Justin, you want to say your sayonaras for this one? Because I always go like some crazy.
Yeah, I was gonna say expect me in another video because these are always fun.
Yes, they are. All right, guys. See you in the next one. Peace.